In today's video, I'm going to show you how to manage apps in Make so you can keep your integrations organized, efficient, and error-free. Make is a powerful automation platform that connects your favorite tools, but as you add more modules and scenarios, it's easy for things to get a bit messy. If you find this helpful, please like and subscribe, and let's get started. First things first, you need to log into Make. Open your browser and head over to the Make website, then sign into your account. This is your command center, so make sure you're using the credentials you set up when you created your account. If you have two-factor authentication enabled, which I highly recommend for security, go ahead and complete that step as well. Once you're in, you'll land on your dashboard, which gives you a bird's-eye view of your recent scenarios and any pending tasks. Take a moment to familiarize yourself with the layout because you'll be spending a lot of time here. Now let's open a scenario. Click on the Scenarios option from the left-hand menu. This will bring you to a list of all your existing automation workflows. You can either open an existing scenario that you want to work on, or create a brand new one by clicking the Add New Scenario button. For the purposes of managing apps, it's often best to start with an existing scenario because you'll want to see which applications are already integrated. Once you click on a scenario, it will open up on the canvas and you'll see the visual flow of modules connected by arrows. This is where the real work happens. With your scenario open, take a look at the modules on the canvas. Each module represents an app integration like Gmail, Slack, or Google Sheets. These are the building blocks of your automation, and each one corresponds to a specific action or trigger in that app. It's important to understand that every module is tied to a connected app account. So if you see a module for sending an email, that module is linked to your Gmail or Outlook account. Reviewing these modules gives you a clear picture of which apps you're currently using in this particular scenario. To search for apps, click the plus button on the canvas. This is where you can add new modules. A search bar will appear, allowing you to quickly find the app you need. Instead of scrolling through a long list of every possible integration, just type the name of the app, like Notion or Trello, and Make will filter the results instantly. This is a huge time saver, especially when you're working with a platform that supports hundreds of apps. Just be careful to select the official app, not a community-made module that might not be maintained. Once you've found the app you want, select it and add a module to your scenario. Make will prompt you to choose a trigger or an action. For example, if you're adding a Slack module, you might choose Watch for new messages as a trigger or Send a message as an action. This step is where you define how the app participates in your workflow. If this is the first time you're using a particular app in Make, you'll need to connect your account by authorizing the integration. That usually involves logging in and granting permissions, but we'll cover reauthorization later. As you build more scenarios, you'll want to keep track of which apps you use the most. Take a moment to identify which apps appear frequently across your workflows. For instance, you might notice that Google Sheets shows up in 5 different scenarios, while some other app only appears once. This awareness is valuable because it helps you prioritize which integrations to maintain carefully. If a critical app is used everywhere, any disruption or permission change could break multiple automations. Make doesn't give you a built-in usage report, so your best bet is to manually scan your scenario list or use the search feature to spot patterns. Now, let's clean up. If you have modules that are no longer needed, go ahead and remove them. Right-click on the module and select Delete, or just click on it and hit the Delete key on your keyboard. This is especially important if you've replaced an old service with a new one. Keeping unused modules around clutters your workspace and can confuse you later. Plus, if a module is connected to an app that you no longer have access to, it might cause an error when you run the scenario. So be ruthless, remove what you don't need. After you've streamlined your modules, it's time to update app settings. Click on any module to open its settings panel. This is where you can verify configurations like which folder to monitor, which email address to send from, or which spreadsheet to update. Double check that all the fields are filled in correctly. A common pitfall is leaving a required field empty, which will cause the module to fail when the scenario runs. Also, check that any drop-downs or pickers still have the right values, especially if you've reorganized your files or folders in the source app. Next, you need to test app integrations. Run your scenario by clicking the Run Once button at the bottom of the canvas. Make will execute each module in sequence, and you can watch the bubbles move from module to module. For each module, a small icon will appear showing whether it succeeded or failed. If a module fails, click on it to see the error message. This is your best diagnostic tool. Errors often point to misconfigured settings, expired permissions, or changes in the app's API. Testing regularly ensures that your integrations are working as expected. As you accumulate more scenarios, it's wise to organize similar workflows. Group scenarios that use the same apps into folders or name them consistently. For example, you might create a folder called Sales Automation and put all scenarios involving your CRM and email marketing tool in there. Make allows you to create folders right from the scenario list, and this simple step makes it much easier to find and maintain related workflows. When you need to update a common app, you'll know exactly where to look. Now let's talk about monitoring app performance. Make logs every execution of your scenarios, and you can access these logs by clicking on the scenario and then history, or by checking the execution tab. Review these logs for any app-related errors. Common issues include timeouts, rate limits, or authentication failures. If you see a pattern of errors with a specific app, it might be a sign that you need to update your account credentials or adjust the module configuration. Regular monitoring helps you catch problems early before they affect your daily operations. Whenever you update app configurations, remember to save your changes. Click the Save button in the top right corner of the scenario page. Make does not autosave, so this is a critical step. If you navigate away without saving, all your hard work will be lost. Get into the habit of saving after every significant change, after adding a module, after editing settings, and before running a test. It only takes a second and it can save you a lot of frustration. You also need to verify permissions. Over time, the connections between Make and your apps can expire or be revoked. Go into each module and check if the app account is still active. You'll usually see a green check mark or a message like connected. If you see a red warning, that app needs attention. This is particularly common with services that require reauthorization every few months, like Google or Microsoft accounts. Don't assume your integrations are still working just because they were fine last week. When permissions expire, you'll need to reconnect apps. To reauthorize a connection, open the module settings and click on the app account dropdown. Select Add a new connection and go through the authorization flow again. This usually opens a pop-up window where you log in and grant permission to Make. Once that's done, the module will use the fresh connection. It's a straightforward process, but it's easy to overlook until a scenario fails unexpectedly. I recommend setting a monthly reminder to check your connections. And there you have it. By following these steps, you can efficiently manage apps and keep integrations working properly in Make. You've learned how to add, remove, configure, test, and maintain your connected apps, ensuring that your automations run smoothly day after day. As a next step, consider documenting your most critical integrations so you can quickly troubleshoot issues in the future. If you found this guide helpful, save the video or bookmark it so you can revisit these steps whenever you need to. Thanks for watching and happy automating.